And today is a pretty cool day. Got a big client meet up, seeing some of my clients in person for the first time, and it's always a little bit weird because you've spoken to them each day for close to 20 weeks and some for potentially even longer, and not actually seeing them in person. A bit like, a pen friend, if you remember that kind of shit. But a lot of the times people wonder, how do you get results with clients without seeing them in person? And I guess since the pandemic, lots of trainers were forced to go online because, well, in order to make a living, because all the gyms were shut. And in came the Zoom video calls where you would see PTs coaching their clients from Zoom. But online coaching is slightly different. And online coaching has been around even pre-pandemic. And it's just about being able to work with clients remotely. Not the Zoom videos, but I always say it's one-to-one personal training just without actually physically being there. And you might be thinking, okay, well, how do you do that? Or how does that work? Well, the short form is a coach, myself, would send across the training program and nutrition program for the client to follow, and they follow it and then they get the result. Boom, simple. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. But the long form is there's still a lot that is involved. You see, a lot of people know what they need to do, but they still struggle to do it. Like, we all know we need to exercise and we should be eating healthy, but that doesn't stop us from eating McDonald's and still sitting at home watching Netflix. I mean, that's normal, right? So what coaching does is it bridges that gap. Coaching is there to hold you accountable towards your goals, holds you accountable to the high standard that you have. Zooming into your life to the microscopic level to help you organize your day to make things you need to do, well, achievable. The aim is to make fitness as easy and foolproof as possible, breaking down any challenges or any barriers until it's easier to do it than to not. And I don't know if you can actually see that, but I've been busy future-proofing this room. Let me show you. This is how cold it is, and in this room is completely ice. Whenever I'm editing these videos, my hands are like completely frozen. So I've put this plastic wrap thing around it, stuck it down, and this was a tip from my aunt who lives in Minnesota and where it snows, so that helps to block some draft in. It's supposed to be thermal and keep some of the heat in, which so far I feel like it has, but in this flat there has been a lot of little holes. There's this hole, and they have that scattered around the flat where it lets a lot of the draft in, and well, I've left it open for the last 2 weeks or so where it's been snowing and it's been pretty damn cold. But the heating's broken, so
I'm heading down to London, I'm checking into the Savoy, and I'm going to make full use of their wonderful hot water. So let's get ready for the day.
you made it.
Just about there. Doors open.
Right. We made it to the Savoy. When I came back out just to come back in again. We made it. It's raining. Fancy buttons.
Oh, did you put the thing in?
What?
That's a card key.
I hate rain.
Oh.
More like. But this is a comprehensive hotel room tour of the Savoy. So from now, conditioning.
The heating is freaking hot in here.
Air conditioning. There's peepholes to see
Peepholes. Is it really?
what people doing. All right. We've got free Wi-Fi. Some buttons of the fans for your toilet. Ooh.
I think the heat.
This is the toilet. We have a luxurious shower with a folding door.
We can reach 2, 4, 6 stops.
We can watch 6 Pokestops. And we have this little gap which does absolutely nothing. And we can all do something for a short period of time. the key to getting results of fat loss or weight maintenance is time. And for many of us, well, we'll likely need to lose a lot of weight. Even during my contest prep, I still need to lose around 15 kilos. So it's not uncommon that the general population needs to lose 20 or even 40 kilos. And in order to do that, it requires a large amount of time. And how do we do anything for a large amount of time? We first need to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, you'll never do it, and you're never gonna keep doing it. So my goal is to make things as enjoyable as possible. Gamify things like creating streaks. I've got so many clients who have hit that 3 rings on their Apple Watch, and you know what? That works. The Adventure Sync Award on Pokemon Go for hitting 50,000 steps in a week, that really works when you really want those rewards as well. Did you hit your 50k?
No.
Didn't work for her.
Maybe.
So why are we here?
Why are we here? Because I don't want my reward night to go to waste.
She got a reward note.
We can only reach 2 stops.
So what are we giving this?
It's clean.
It's clean.
It's cute.
A 1 out of 10.
No, I'll give it a good 6.
And you have to make it as low effort as possible. If it requires a lot of headspace, you aren't going to be doing it for a long period of time. Imagine telling someone that in order to lose 5 kilos, they need to run a marathon every single day. That probably isn't going to happen. You might do it for a day or two, but are you going to do it on a rainy night in Stoke? Probably not. Well, this technically isn't Stoke, but you get the idea. So my job is to make things as less invasive as possible. Small changes which offer big outcomes. Of course, over time things will probably need to ramp up, but hopefully by that time things have become a little bit more habitual and should be much easier to manage. And for me, these are the 2 prerequisites of getting client result. When things that help you lose fat are a part of your day-to-day life, it makes losing fat pretty much effortless. How's your fat loss journey been?
Me?
No, me.
I'm not losing weight.
You're not losing weight.
I lost weight already. Naturally.
Naturally. How did you do that?
I just stopped eating so much. Simple, isn't it? Don't eat as much as you have been, and then you lose weight.
I wish I thought of that. Say that there aren't tough parts of the coaching process. Heck, I'm sure some of the clients in that room previously, they would have all hated me at some point because I've had to call them out on their shit. But it takes a very big person to be able to take on the feedback and the challenges, then action on the advice given. So each one of those people in that room, they're incredible. Of course, there is a right way to say things for it's not what you say, but how you say it. So there's a hidden part of coaching to be able to empower people to do what you want them to do. And online coaching is great. It allows you to work with so many different people all across the world. No boundaries of location. And this is only half the amount of clients that were there. You know, I've got clients in Singapore, Hong Kong, New Zealand, Australia that couldn't make it today. But without online coaching, I wouldn't be able to help them. So I guess the internet truly can be a wonderful place. And apologies, as I'm only just finishing now, but it should be Christmas by the time you see this. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. And this is my yesterday's Christmas pickup. So here's a secret, is when it's cold, go to Uniqlo. And also this is actually the female's XL size, for when they don't have the men's sizes. Top tip for you for fitness clothing. But that's me signing out. Hope you all have a wonderful New Year, and I'll see you all in 2023. My wife mugged me up. She told me there was wind to lines, and she showed me a red bridge.